What's up? I'm Jacob Soboroff. In our top news, we got Elizabeth Warren and drone paparazzi.
This is Janet Mock, and Catfish's Neve Schulman is here.
I'm Megan McCain, and The Walking Dead Sarah Wayne Callies joins us. This is Take Part Live.
Before you say anything, I need to tell everybody that we had a pre-show dance party in Megan's dressing room. So go on my Twitter right now, follow me. I need more followers and see behind the scenes pre-show dance party.
All right, turn down for what? Welcome to Take Part Live, the anti-news news show. Today, the lovely activist Janet Mock is back to help us co-host.
Yes!
My farewell show.
Thank you so much for being here all week.
You'll be back. I ain't worried about it. All right, guys, ready? On to our first story.
All right, everyone goes on a Twitter tirade once in a while. I know I certainly have. That's what those tedious views are my own, and retweets don't equal endorsement, disclaimers are for. But what if you're an employee at a powerful corporation and your outrageous tweets garner unwanted media attention? For better or for worse, an employee at Google is about to find out.
Yeah, this employee's name is Justine Tunney, and she's a coder for Google. She's an infamous figure in some circles because she has claimed to be one of the founders of the Occupy Wall Street movement, at least the social media presence she says she's run. However, the reason that she's in the news is not because of that, but because of some really, really provocative things that she's been saying recently, and maybe not so recently as well on social media. Let me give you some examples. Here's one from Twitter right now. Maybe we should bring back slavery then. At least slaves got good food and housing. Here's another tweet that she put out saying the bottom third of the population should be live-in servants for the top 1/3. And finally, I propose that we invert our welfare system. Rather than give it to the worst, let's give it to the best. Hashtag hereditary privilege is awesome. This is some bizarre shit. All this tweeting caught the attention of Gawker's Valleywag blog, and they read a headline on Wednesday that says, why does Google employ a pro-slavery lunatic? What do you think? Do you think your tweets should be able to get you fired, and should she be fired?
I think it matters if she hasn't necessarily violated Google's own standards of conduct, then I guess she's completely free to say whatever the hell she wants. But I will check her white privilege in the sense of saying that slaves got free food and housing, you dumbass. Slaves did not get free food and housing. They were slaves.
Exactly.
Right? So giving them housing and food enabled them to work for free.
Yeah, what I can't figure out is if she's just trolling to get attention on the internet, or if she's trolling to make some kind of statement about Google because she used to work for Occupy Wall Street. Regardless, you're doing it wrong. I'm telling you, you're doing it all wrong because this is going to follow you for the rest of your life. If she worked for me, she was tweeting this kind of shit, I'd fire her immediately.
Yeah, Justine Tunney, we reached out to her, by the way, I should say, and she gave an exclusive statement to us here at Take Part Live. Here's what she has to say. She said, in times of deceit and disillusionment, my weapon is honesty, but the truth is so totally at odds with the progressive narrative that it shocks the world. Listen, you want to say that, that's fine, but all this other shit that you've said online is pretty crazy, and frankly, for me, confusing, because I actually think Justine Tunney is probably a pretty smart person and clearly has a lot to say.
But that's why this could be a publicity stunt.
But I wonder if this is satire and hyperbole in some kind of a sense. But I think the bigger question for me was like taking it away from her and her ridiculous statements is saying that in 2014, what constitutes a public person, what constitutes a public statement?
Yeah, I'm fascinated. Listen, I'm offended by the majority of what I've seen. I'm fascinated by some of the other stuff. The question that I have is, should we commend Google for allowing her to stay, or should we be worried that it hasn't been caught yet?
Well, let's see how much more media attention she gets and if this lasts, because I'm assuming if Google gets much wind of this, maybe tune in to Take Part Live, I assume she's going to get fired pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, I've been here for a couple of days, and we've done this dance before, so you all know how it goes. The show is called Take Part Live, so talk to us while we're on air.
That's right. The producers in the bullpen behind me are more than just peanut gallery window dressing. They love gathering up news and gossip, so hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or on takepart.com, and please join our conversation.
And to kick things off, here's our daily debate. Answer our poll on takepart.com. Is it an employee's right to have a predictable work schedule? Let us know what you think, and tweet us at Take Part Live using the hashtag ShiftHappens to elaborate.
We'll have the results later on in the show. All right, I think it's time time to go to our next story.
My favorite story. The prevailing narrative is that the Democratic nomination for president is Hillary Clinton, but among those Dems tired of the status quo, a rising tide of support for progressive upstart Liz Warren is making things interesting. How the tension within the party will affect the race in 2016 remains to be seen. Megan?
Yeah, so Elizabeth Warren, as you said, has gained a lot of popularity among progressive Democrats because she's very aggressive in fighting against Wall Street corruption and fighting for workers' rights. However, she is also lacking in political experience. She's only been in office about 2 years, and an article posted on the Daily Beast on Wednesday points out that many of Warren's biggest supporters are also Hillary Clinton donors and would be more likely to support Clinton if the two actually faced off in 2016. But just because Elizabeth Warren might not win, does that mean she shouldn't consider challenging Hillary Clinton? And couldn't her campaign actually maybe be good for the party and politics? I love this whole thing because I'm so excited 2016 is coming up.
I absolutely think that she should get in the race. I absolutely think that she should challenge
You're
Hillary
crazy.
Clinton. No, but let me tell you why. There's a couple of issues. First of all, what's been going on with the banks and the financial crisis? I've never seen anybody go after the banks in Washington, D.C. as hard as Elizabeth Warren has. It's pretty incredible to watch some of that congressional testimony and the people that she's called and the way that she's given them an ass beating, basically. The second thing is student debt. She said she put together a proposal to forgive all student debt. There's more student debt in this country than credit card debt right now. Nobody else is floating a proposal, anything like that. And I think it's really admirable. And I think it's something I'd like to see Hillary Clinton have to defend.
I think 2 years ago she was a college professor. She lacks even less experience than President Obama did before he ran. I also think she does have a great political future if she plays her cards the right way. If she runs this time around, there is not a chance
But
in
didn't
hell.
Obama win?
Obama did win, but this is an
Obama did
entirely
win.
different situation. This is a woman. First of all, we already had 8 years of Obama. A lot of people are over Obama at this point. She's not.
I'm not over Obama.
A lot of America is. I mean, nobody in this goddamn city is over Obama, but I am.
You are not the lone Republican in
I'm
LA. You cannot be.
I'm literally.
They had
it's,
Schwarzenegger here, right?
No,
Wasn't
it's
he a
not.
Republican?
No, it's me and John Voight. Karen